Alright. Hello everyone. Welcome to the first stream of Blepp Quest. Dev Days. I'm going to be working on tutorial tiles. Hold on, give me 1 second here. I'm going to try and get my fucking stream on Instagram, so give me 1 sec. Okay. Sorry. Hold on, give me 1 second here. I'm posting the links everywhere so I'll get people to join in. Okay. Alright, I sent out the links. Let's get started. So, I don't really want to work on tiles right now, so I'm just going to work on Melvin. I got to make Melvin like side view character. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with a 48 by 48 thing here. Shoot. Oops. So I'm going to use Blepp's side view character as kind of a reference. So let me explain. In this program, the animation goes like this. So you've got an idle phase right here. You have your like attack ready phase. You have your special attack ready phase, your defending phase, take damage phase, block or evade damage, sorry. And then here's all the different attacks. Like I have to make more sprites for this, but I haven't done it quite yet. There's like swinging, slashing, shooting, you know what I mean? This is using a special attack, this is using an item, this is dead, this is sleeping, this is sick. This is low HP or danger. This is victory, and this is runaway. So I have to kind of translate that to Melvin over here. I've only done a couple of Melvins so far, as you can see. Like I was using Blepp's thing, and honestly, I don't like this. Melvin sprite. So I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go down the line. So, like I said before, I gotta use this as a key. So Melvin ready as he holds up his book. Melvin special attack as he's reading the book, but he's like nervous about it. And then next is Melvin defend. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this sprite right here. And I'm gonna go into my new sprite. Oh, whoops, it's actually bigger than that. Oh yeah. I forgot, the battlers are 64 point instead of 48. Yo, what up? How's it going? So, I'm gonna work on some Melvin sprites. right now. What I want to do for him is when he's defending, he's kind of a little bitch. So I want him to be like curled up in a little ball. So I'm just gonna throw his fucking... make his mouth. Get rid of his fucking glaces. Have a little mouth like that. Come over to my color picker. I want him to have his hands on his head. And I want his legs to be up. Like he's in an actual ball. Because in my game, instead of having like defend as your option, it's get into a ball. So I'm going to make it so he's actually in a fucking ball. But so I plan on doing more and more dev streams because I have a lot of time as of lately, and I really need to get back into getting this shit on a better schedule. I really want to get the freaking demo out ASAP, and eventually everyone can be able to play it. I think I've fleshed out basically what I want his fucking body to look like. Yo, what's up? I am using Sprite pixel art software. Honestly, this software does wonders. I used to use paint.net for pixel art, and that shit sucks. So I stopped using it. This one is really good because you can import palettes, you can natively animate inside the software and everything. It makes working in it a lot faster. Workflow is super nice. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of just fleshing out his outline because I want him to have his hands over his head. And what's great about this game is everybody's like a cartoon character, so like proportions don't have to be like exactly correct. So I'm just going to put everything in the same color for now, just to kind of get it. Oops. Just to kind of get it all fleshed out before I, like, you know, go over it with some shading and detail. Like, I just want to make sure that all the parts are one solid color, kind of so I can, like, fill it out and make sure that I know that I'm making the proportions correctly. And what I like to do when I'm drawing is sometimes scroll out and I'll tilt my head. I tilt my head a lot because I just want to make sure it looks good from all angles. I don't know what that is. I think I'm gonna break my neck one of these days because that's just how I've like always drawn. It's kind of looking at it to make sure everything looks correct. Like I said, not everything has to be like super proportional. It just has to look good, and that's all that matters really. So yeah, it looks like he's kind of cowering. Maybe his legs could be up a little higher. I do want to split off. That's where his hand's going to be, and maybe put the freaking book on his head or something, or maybe on his lap like this. I don't know. Let's put this color. I'm just gonna color in all of his shit in one solid color. Hell yeah, dude. Wacky keyboards are the best. kidding me? I want one of those like dumbass like Japanese keyboards. The ones that have like the fucking like minimalist style. I got like a stupid ass like Razer Naga or some shit like that. Just makes all this damn noise. And it's fucking like 1,000,000 years old, so it's probably got like gamer dust from like 30 years of like fucking abuse. Alright. Maybe don't make his mouth like that. I don't know. He's kind of bracing himself. One thing that I'm not good at, that a lot of people are, is like using hotkeys when they're working. I don't use hotkeys at all because I'm fucking bad at this. I waste time clicking shit like all the damn time to like steal colors. I don't like that mouth. Might just steal his mouth from right here. Go back to what I had originally. I do like that mouth better. Maybe this leg could come forward just a little more. Making pixel art is like one of my favorite things to do, I swear to God. It's just so time consuming though, because there's like so many fucking graphics in this game. So like trying to make like literally anything just takes so much fucking time. I will show, after this, I will show you guys kind of like a little extra, show you some of the game as I have it, so you kind of see what I'm working with. Color that part in like that. Throw that right here. Oops. Fill that color in. Okay, that's looking correct. Maybe round off his leg a little more. That's looking like a little better. Still kind of looks a little janky, but I don't really care, you know, to be honest. It's gotta look like, I don't know. I'm going to throw a little peach there, maybe. Yeah, that looks better. Maybe throw his leg a little like that. Should use Joppy 2 key to turn your Joy-Con into a tab. I don't know what the fuck any of that is. If you can explain that for me, I'll figure it out, but I have no fucking clue what the hell you just said was. I mean, I have a Switch. I don't really play it that often, but I have a Switch. Yeah, his leg's looking a little janky. He's just got like a fat fucking turkey leg right now. I'm trying to smooth it out so you can kind of flesh out. That looks better. I think that kind of fleshes out his legs a little more. Cool. We got his freaking thing on. I kind of want to remove his ear. I don't think that's out of place here. Okay. Alright. And then we'll put... I tell you what, I have an idea. So we'll put the book over his head like this. So he's holding it. Hold on. Make more sense realistically if he was holding it like this. Just gonna use the fucking line tool, fuck it. So he's holding the book over his head like this, but the book is open. So it will take... You guys seeing it? You probably ain't seen it yet. Maybe I go steal this color over here. Alright. Just coloring in his fucking head right now. Because I think that's a little, I think that has a little more character to it, is him having the book over his head. Because that kind of, I mean, he's like a fucking fraidy cat type deal. He's a Chucky Finster type. So he's like fucking scared of everything. So I think it would be awesome if he had like a fucking book over his head. That's why he's got the fucking, I mean, he's called a Melvin. And Melvin is like a slang term for dork. This shit unironically fucking slaps right now. Dude, you can tell they had a fucking great time making this soundtrack. This soundtrack fucking rules. They need to bring back more fucking Nintendo games with character, I swear to God. I mean, that's the biggest tragedy of it all, is like, the games these days don't have fucking character. When you're trying to like, get down on a fucking game, it's like you don't care anymore. I don't know if it's because I'm older and like jaded now, but like honestly, like, I used to love fucking old Nintendo games and shit, and now that, like, whenever I try to like pick up a fucking Nintendo game nowadays, it's like, this is like baby shit, like I don't care for it. Like, am I blinded by nostalgia? Also, I have an idea. Maybe put his fucking little palm here. So we're gonna grab it. We're gonna steal it from over here. Maybe put his little fucking circle. We'll put it right here. Like it's coming out the book. Shave off this little pixel. Yeah, see, I like that. That's fucking tight. This is awesome. Alright, I'm digging it. I didn't know how the hell I was gonna fucking do this, but we fucking did it. Alright, cool. So here he is. That's his defending pose. Now it's time to shade it. So the first thing I do is come over here. I mean, since I've already like made the colors, the palette for this already, I don't have to like worry too much about it. I just gotta put creases in his shirt where it would like logically have it. Nintendo has few hits that they keep remaking. Honestly, you know what? Like the most sobering thing I've ever realized was like a lot of great Nintendo games were like not even made by like Nintendo themselves. I mean, like they are Nintendo games, don't get me wrong, but they always had like a third-party developer that was like making them have that extra character. Like fucking like I don't know if you ever played like Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, but that game was fucking awesome, and that was done by a third-party company. And then Paper Mario was also done by a third-party company as well. And then they made I mean, Mario RPG was Square. because they did the fucking Final Fantasy series. But I'm gonna be honest with you, like, this is a controversial hot take, is I honestly don't like Mario RPG. I think it's a great game mechanically. I think it has like cool, likable characters, but, and here's the reason why I hate it, is because it's fucking ugly. It's an ugly ass game. They fucking did this shit where like they were obsessed with like making everything look all crazy and modern and high tech with the fucking 3D graphics. But to be quite honest, it like looks muddy and shitty. Like the way that they picked colors in that game just didn't fucking, like, it wasn't cohesive. I don't think it really, like, I don't know, it upset me, because like I mean this is me coming from like, I came from fucking like playing like Paper Mario and shit like that, and you know, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, and then when I played that game I was like, man, what, I couldn't put my finger on why I didn't like it, and I figured it out as I got older. I was like, oh, it's because the game's ugly as shit. It's just an ugly game. But you know, that's the price of progress. Like, you'd think something would be a good idea, but like long term it just like fucks your end result up. Like, for example, like Donkey Kong Country looks great. I think that game looks fucking amazing. Still to this day, and that's because they did the 3D to like 2D graphics. Like, they did it correctly. They made it look good. They made it look like I don't know, Rare was onto something back then. And then why did I add that extra pixel? And then Nintendo was like, alright, we're gonna throw our hat in the ring with Mario RPG, and that shit sucked ass. And I was like, man, because like I look at the graphics compared to like some of their other games, and it's just like the color choices aren't as vibrant as like most of their other games, and that's a huge thing for me, is like color picking. If your game looks like a muddy, shitty piece of shit, I really am like turned off by it entirely. Or if it looks too generic, like oftentimes when I'm playing like fucking new age like pixel shits, I just feel like it's uninspired palette wise. Like, I feel like people use the same palette over and over again, and I get bored of it. The difference between like Sonic 3D Blast though and this like style of like, here, I'll show you an example. So like the box art for like Mario RPG and all the promotional art is like amazing. It looks fucking great. And they did a really good job on that. But what I'm saying is like, just the font choices, like, here, let me pull one up, an image. This is not a good image. What the fuck? I'm just trying to find a fucking image. Show me a fucking image. Dude, fucking searching for shit on Google now is like the worst shit. Because every time you try to go to like a new website, it's just like, alright, here's an example. So you kind of see like I'm gonna zoom in. Look at this shit. Let me see if it's coming up. Look at this shit. Look how muddy brown this shit is. Like, they picked the worst fucking colors for this game. And like the text in this game, like, it looks a little charming, and it's on like, you know, some sort of like parchment paper or whatever, but like it's like brown on brown on brown. And like even these fucking like 3D rendered like plants and shit just look like they look disgusting. Like, this whole thing just looks like someone shitted out the worst colors possible. I mean, Mario looks good. He's got good color choices. I don't really necessarily like his red, because it kind of like reminds me of like default like Flash, Adobe Flash like red, which I never really liked. But the colors in this game fucking suck. And if you take that in like comparison to like other Nintendo, like Super Nintendo games, like I'll show you fucking, maybe this is apples and oranges. But like, here's a fucking simple ass picture. Hold on. Let's look at fucking Yoshi's Island. Now, you can argue that this is brown on brown, but this has like more vibrant colors. Like the red that they chose here was more of like a fucking brownish red. And then like as for like the characters and stuff like this, like the characters really stand out against the backgrounds. It has like this charming fucking hand-drawn style. And yeah, maybe it is brown on brown, but it's not like the same type of like just half-assed like fucking take the fucking paint bucket and drop it on there type shit. You know what I mean? Like this game had a lot more character, I think, than Mario RPG. Anyway, that's kind of the thing that I look for when I play like these indie pixel shit games. Is like they've got to have like a little bit of character to them. I can say for example, like I did play an indie pixel shit game like recently, more so like maybe like a couple months ago, but I immediately like uninstalled it because one, it was kind of like generic, and two, it was like it wasn't very well optimized. The game was like it just wasn't fun to play, so I refunded it. This game is called Forager, and basically like the object of the game was like it's kind of like a not necessarily like an idle game, but it was like an incremental game, and it was kind of I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but it's like a crafting shit game, you know what I mean? But yeah, I was just I don't know, I was just so disinterested with it, so I like refunded it like almost immediately. I was like, I can't fucking play this game. This game sucks. Just didn't feel like a fun game to be playing. But that doesn't mean like if I see like a muddy brown game, I'm not gonna play it. It's just like I don't know. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, I guess. Maybe I'm just being a bitch. I do like this fucking Melvin. He's looking great. Put that there. God. Maybe put like 1 or 2 pixels like this. Alright. That's looking pretty good. Okay. So now, to animate this, we're just gonna go new frame. And what I do, this is like fucking hacker way to animate shit, is you take it from like the mouth of the chin and you just bounce it like that. And then you can go like this with his mouth and just go boop. Oh, whoops, we don't want to go that way. We want this pixel to move down like this. And we can test it out and make sure it doesn't look janky. Well, that does look janky. So I think we want to make it go the other way. So we're gonna make his mouth go this way. Test that out and see if that looks good. And we can also make his like can also make his fucking there you go. He's kind of like teeth chattering a little bit. We can also fucking go like this and bring his swirl down, like down 1 pixel. And we gotta attach it right here. What's up, dude? And then we'll bring that one down. And maybe move his fucking hair 1 pixel down. We gotta make sure I'm in the correct frame though. Yo, this music go hard though. And I want to add little fucking sweat drops. Because he's a pussy ass bitch who sweats a lot. So now, hopefully that this works. I have been having issues with render. Oh my fucking lord! I have been having issues with like rendering Melvin for some fucking reason in my game. I don't know what the problem is. I think it's because it's like referencing an old image, so I gotta like make a new one. Oh, I forgot to turn on onion skin. This would be a lot easier if I just did it like that. Okay, so now what I do is I go like this, take it over to the Melvin block. Hold on, let me turn on my grid so I don't fuck this up. Alright. What have I been up to? I'm working on a video game now. That's what I do. I don't really play Realm of the Mad God anymore. But I appreciate you watching those videos. Oh my fucking lord. I hate when it does that. That's the issue. Sometimes you'll have it so when you're like copying a thing over, it will like copy the whole animation and therefore like ruin whatever you were pasting onto. Alright, so there's Melvin defending. And honestly, I kind of want to fix this one. Like, I think this one looks good, but these kind of look like shite. We can do the herd animation, I guess, next. So here's his. Let's test it out. I'm gonna type this in as Melvin SV2. Let me load up my fucking RPG Maker. Alright. Okay, hopefully this fucking works. Because I've been having issues. Hold on. Let me see if I can load the game in. So here's what I have so far as the tutorial goes. There's a lot of tiles I still have to make and a lot of like sequences I still have to make, but I can show you what I have so far. So you wake up on the airship. Let me turn off the Paper Mario music so you can hear this fucking slapping jingle. Yeah, I did all the development all solo myself. The only thing I didn't make is the music. All this music is like ripped from other Nintendo games. The title screen, it was commissioned. I made, or I did not make. I mean, I paid one of my friends to do it. Alright. So this is going to teach you kind of how to move and how to walk. In this game, you can move in all 4 directions. You can jump, you can slide. But you learn that later, so you can talk to these guys. So this is how you get the intro to the game itself. This is how you learn the controls. This is how you learn to get quests and stuff. I will be updating this picture of Blepp because I think new Blepp is more... He's more chibi. Like, he has proportions of, like, I don't know if you guys ever seen, like, Shin-chan, but he has, like, more, like, Shin's proportions. But it's kind of, like, more of, like, a chibi character. So, when you have, like, in the game, you're gonna have quests and stuff, and people will often ask for shit, and it's tough to remember it all, so press X to open the menu, and you can select the quest log from there. So, in your quest log, you can see that I have the quest Baby's Gone. This guy, his name's Chu, he's a pair of lips, and he dropped his precious doubloon, and he won't move until you help him find it. So, you gotta get him to move out of the way. Alright, cool. So you can go up here, or at least try, but there's like a little lock on this. And I kind of want to change the sprite so like the lock is more obvious, like in old like Nintendo games and shit like that. This room, I still have to make like the intro sequence on how like the box will be shown, because this is another like, this is a dummy texture. Like this box will move if you press this button, right? But if you walk, you don't have enough time to get over there. You talk to this guy and he says that button over there moves that crate, but I'm not fast enough to get over there. Press and hold shift to run. So like, you're supposed to do this and like get over here. You know what I mean? So, and I think I want to make that timer a little longer so it's more forgiving for people who are not like as like skilled at the keyboard. But also I plan on putting like controller support in this game, so obviously the text will change later. And you'll notice that this guy has moved out of the way. After you exit that room and you learn how to sprint, you've effectively just like undone that. Also, I should probably full screen that. Next up, we're going to talk to King, and King teaches you how to jump. You just do the space bar to jump over obstacles. Obviously, everything is still like very, very new, and I have to decorate everything because I just put like dev textures for now. In this game, when you get items, there's always going to be an animation of you like looting a thing, and then you hold it up. So yeah, this is the jump room. This is how you learn how to jump. And then finally, since we have the key, we're going to this room. Oh, this is don't ignore him. He's a teleporter. So in this room, this is a crawl space. So in my game, you can slide. It's also a movement option, so you can like slide, jump. But to get through like spaces, you have to slide to get through them. Obviously, I didn't make the tiles correctly yet. That's why it's like, it looks like this, you know what I mean? So I still have to make those tiles, and that's what I plan on doing today for the stream. But yeah, so in this tutorial you get a dummy, so basically you get like a copy of this guy, and you slide through, and then you give it to this man. But obviously I didn't render it correctly. It's supposed to be over here. So there's a lot of bugs that still need to be like fixed and ironed out, but we'll do that in this coming week. So I already had this like teleport to the first main area. And let's test out Melvin, see if he fucking works. Before I do that though, I do want to get Blepp's gauge. So we're just gonna go run into town and go grab Blepp's gauge. So, as you can see in this game, your follower, I plan on having your follower have abilities kind of like Blepp does, and you have even more overworld abilities than you normally do. Alright, so this is like, I'm just gonna let you guys know that this is like all like work in progress shit, okay? So you're not gonna see everything, like layouts and everything are probably gonna change. The mine itself, I'm not sure if that will change, but definitely it will be different from what you're seeing right now. I put little overworld gauges for my characters. So you can run around, and I made this as kind of like a test to see if I could do it. This is a big dumb rock. You can slide into it and blow it up like that. Also wanted to see if I could slide on switches, and you can. So I was using that as a tester. This was like a tester for an item. Over here is my tester for the Goober capsules, which is an item that has a random chance. It's kind of like opening a pack of Pokemon cards. Every time you open it up, you get a random keychain, and you can wear the keychain. So wear best shit. He wears the. As you can see, you got your tops, your bottoms, your kicks, your bling, your weapon. So you have 5 slots. Weapon slot obviously is what weapon. I don't plan on holding on to like conventional RPG norms where like the mage can only equip a staff or a robe or something like that, you know what I mean? Or like the warrior can only equip a sword. I want every character to be able to wear anything within reason. Like, for example, if I found like a cool dress or something like that, like Blepp could wear a dress, or if there was like heavy armor that like, you know, Melvin could obviously not fucking carry, he could still wear it. Weapons like staves, swords, bows, anything that I fucking come up with, I plan on everyone being able to use it as well. And then bling slot is just whatever miscellaneous. It could be keychains, rings, necklaces. It's kind of like an accessory slot. Kicks is for your like your shoes, your boots, whatever. Bottoms for your pants. Tops obviously for what you're wearing on your shirt, and that's that. Specials, I didn't put any specials in for level 1 characters except for Melvin. Melvin uses a book bash, which is like better than his standard attack. Status, you can kind of see your stats. All of this UI is subject to change because I really don't like these health bars. This is like kind of like RPG Maker like default shit that needs to be like overhauled. But yeah, so you have your stash, which is your items that you're carrying. So I have more goober capsules. Your weapons, your clothes, your key items. So I have Simmerstone, Dubby Dummy. I didn't make it so those remove out of your inventory yet, but that will soon come. Specials, where you can see, you know, the stats, status, party. I have it so you can change party members. However, Blepp, his position can never change. So Blepp will always be the leader, but later on I plan on having it so you have like multiple not enemies, party members. So like if you don't want Melvin on your team, it's kind of like Chrono Trigger, where if you have certain people on your team, you have different synergies you can do. But that's like later on. Melvin is your first party member and your first friend in Celatin, which is the name of this town that you're in. This town is basically kind of like a huge marketplace where everybody comes to sell their goods. So I'm just gonna go get into an example fight and hopefully not die. But if I do die, I'll just load a save and we'll see what happens from there. So we're gonna get back into the cave. Oh, also, you can't normally get into this cave unless you blow it up. So you gotta read the note. The note says mines closed due to monsters, foreman. So you gotta find the foreman, who is the person who wrote this, to get inside. So that leads you back on a like wild goose chase. I have not made this quest sequence yet, but that's another thing that I'm gonna work on this stream. Like I said before, you can slide to like kind of go a little bit faster. It's not super faster because I've tested it, but it is still like if you like can't sit still like I can't, you can fucking just do it for fun. The inn's not necessarily like programmed correctly, but it still has some characters in it. So there's King. Here's Grease. You can't talk to her on this side quite yet, but I gotta, you know, make it so you can do that. This is my favorite character of all time. This is Sweepy. This is my favorite NPC. This is Tanner. He's doing karate moves. Obviously, I didn't render the rest of this hotel because I was just using this area for screenshots. There's True again. But I like the idea of having like nonsense characters in a nonsense world. Like when I describe this character, or when I describe this game to people who are like unaware of like what kind of like my vision is, I'll talk to them about like Adventure Time, and if they're familiar with like Adventure Time like characters, that's kind of how I describe it. Also, I can show you like the other inn, but this inn is more like broken because I changed the tile set, so now there's a lot of like mixing textures. So one of the foremans is right here. That's the foreman. There's Jarly. And this guy gives you scum drops. I think I just named him Scum Drop Giver. So in your stash, scum drops. So let me explain. In my game, I plan on having it so like normal monsters will drop normal monsters will drop material. Bandit-like and humanoid and like more sentient, like human-like enemies will drop gold. You can also use this item to like sell it. You can use it for bartering, you can use it for crafting, but you can also eat it. If you eat this, it poisons you, but it heals you 2 MP. So this is a scum drop. Like this one right here, this character is Damien, and they basically they buy your scum drops at a higher price than other vendors will. So 6 skrill per scum drop, so that's really damn good. Normally scum drops only sell for 1 skrill. Skrilla is the measurement of like currency in this game. Obviously, like these are just the NPCs that I've been. Oh, that's Valen. Shoutouts Valen. I put you in the game. I'm putting a bunch of my friends in this game, by the way. That was supposed to be a surprise. Whoops. But yeah, so I plan on having a bunch of like so we need to buy sip bombs. Also, yeah, as you notice, the screen was turning red because I was sick. So when you have sickness, you okay, hold on, I'm looting this thing over here. Alright, I gotta sip. Alright, I'm just gonna keep talking to this guy so he'll give me a bunch of scum drops so I can buy sip bombs. Okay, so I have enough money to buy the freaking sip bombs. Oh wait, sorry, I don't have enough. Alright, I bought a sip bomb. Okay, so when you leave here, in the game, you'll notice these little fountains, and you can go in these fountains to completely heal your character for free. And they're everywhere, basically. They'll show up in little pools everywhere, and it's just up to you to find them. I do want to make it so that they like kind of disappear after you use them after the first time, and like have a wait, like a refresh, so you can't just like spam farm them, I guess. But so far, like, this is just like basic concept area of like the caves and kind of like what the thing looks like. Also, I added the little drip lap sound effect when you like walk through the water, because I think that's awesome. Alright, so let's just go through here. I kind of want to stock up on sip bombs because I don't think I'm strong enough for the mines. The mines is a little fucking nuts. Alright, so let me see what I got. Okay, I got 60 fucking. We're just gonna sell them in bulk to this bitch. Alright, now we're gonna buy some sip bombs. Oh shit, I don't have enough for 10. I don't fucking know math, bro. I even programmed this game, I don't even fucking know math. Anyway, okay, so let's go into the mines. So, before, like I was showing you the red rocks, you can only blast those with sip bombs. And that's how you're gonna get into the mines, is you find the foreman and he fucking gives you the sip bomb. This guy right here, this is Dave, the save crow. I didn't put his name in yet, I gotta fucking fix that. So you can save your game. And as you can see, I have different save files from like older builds of the game in here. So I'm gonna put that there, just in case something fucks up. Enemies will notice you on the overworld. So you have to fucking run away from them, or else you'll initiate battle like that. And for some fucking reason, Melvin always glitches out. I don't know what the hell is causing it. I gotta figure that one out. Anyway, so in battle, your normal attack auto plays. So if I want to attack this block, it will auto play. You know. If you use a special attack though, you'll have to use like action commands or button commands, and that will fucking you'll have to do like a little mini game basically in order to like do an attack, like do a strong attack. As you can see, Blepp got poison there, so now he's gonna show his poison status on screen. I don't fucking understand why Melvin is like that. I've got to figure that out. And I think it's because it's trying to call from a fucking image that isn't there, and that's why it always keeps doing that. Just gonna use a fucking sit bomb on his ass. So far, like, I don't have very many attacks programmed, so like characters aren't gonna be very strong. Also, when you leave an area, enemies will respawn, so you can definitely farm enemies if you want for material, because most enemies drop different material. I have like 5 different enemies programmed at this time that are actually like playable. Yeah, this guy's probably gonna kick my ass because I buffed him. But this is a Keeler, and he's kind of like a bandit, crazy bandit, humanoid enemy. So I don't have it programmed in yet, but like he'll drop gold and shit. Yeah, I'm not dealing shit to him. And his flail move is like fucking deadly. Hello, welcome. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to say, so I also added emotes in my game. I don't know if this is gonna be like a permanent feature. I just put it in there for fun, but you can like go like that and just do that whenever you want. And I think that's fucking hilarious. I'm gonna heal up. Also, in the mine specifically, like you can just like you can find secrets. So I have a little secret right here for people that are like keen-eyed and looking for secrets in their games. There's one right here. So you gotta blow this fucking wall up in order to get through it. Also, so in the mines, the miners are miners. So the miners are kids, and you have to rescue them from all the cave-ins. If you do this, this is like it's like a side quest, but a lot of my game has to do with like morality as well. You don't always have to do things you don't want to. You know what I mean? Like most games, it's like you have to save the princess and do all this shit, and it's like, well, maybe I don't want to fucking save the smelly ass princess. Maybe I want to fucking, you know, be a delinquent. And in this game, I really want you to do that. I want you to be able to like steer your own course. You know what I mean? So these are old bags. They don't have like the animation or anything. So also when you look in your key items, you have like the little miner. So, but I don't have the icon for that one yet. I don't know what else is there I can show you besides like more fucking enemies. I can show you the puzzles in this area, I guess. So we can run around these enemies. Also, if you're like super skilled at this game, as far as movement goes, you can also avoid battles just by like jumping over enemies. A lot of my characters are really weak because they're unequipped, and I plan on having them start out with like armor and stuff like that, but you know, for testing purposes, I was making them fucking naked. So like, Blepp is not wearing anything right now. But Melvin is? Okay. He's wearing miner gear. There's just a lot of... Oh, shit. Okay, let me explain this real quick. So, every creature in my game has a 1 in 100 chance of being a rare variant. And this fucking... this enemy type is... like, rare variants are... let me just show you. They're stronger. They're rarer. You get a different song. They're gonna fuck you up if you're not prepared. But they drop a lot of experience, and I hope to Christ I don't fucking die. So we're gonna just try our best. Might just have to spam songs. Also, so all the strong enemies are rare enemies. I can't believe we fucking found one. Because, like, when I test this shit, sometimes it'll take me like an hour to find one. Let's just spam sip bombs. So, sip bombs use an element that's like water type, and the enemies in this area are fire type, so they do additional damage. Alright, so when you beat a rare monster, they always drop an item that is unique to their enemy type. So he has Ring of Queso. Basically, what it does is it teaches the wearer the ability to use Sauce Toss. So you learn the signature move all the like Mega Man style, and you can swap it out on your characters too. Like, so I'm gonna put it on him, and then I can go wear on Melvin, and I can wear the keychain on him. So now Blepp will know Sauce Toss ability, which is kind of like Ember from Pokemon. Man, I'm so glad that happened. First stream. What else is there to show you? Besides the rare fucking monsters. Oh yeah, vending machines. So in this game, your consumables are called sips, which are basically these sodas that you use as potions. Diet sips, which are kind of like cure-all, but they heal you less. There's also like energy drink sips that are like used as like revives. And there's gonna be more like sip variants. But sips are the only things that like restore your HP. As far as like MP or BP, which is brain power in my game, you can only restore that with like natural items like berries and fruits and candies and shit like that. Also the loot bag mechanic. Sometimes enemies have like a 1 in 5 chance of dropping a loot bag when they die, so you can get additional loot. I'm just gonna show you some of the puzzles I have in this, and then we'll go back to making sprites. But so far this is what I'm working on. Having a fucking great time doing it. Oh, I'm out of fucking sip bombs, so we're just gonna fucking rail this game. But like I said, I haven't programmed the special moves in yet, but I did do some tests on like button sequencing. So like later on you'll be able to like use special moves and then have to use like what's called timed attacks. So I have to either put in like a button sequence in order to like complete the move, and if you fuck it up you like do less damage or miss. There's just a lot to fucking unpack. But this is the first puzzle. I mean, it's not necessarily a puzzle, you're pushing rocks down like a la, you know, Pokemon, you know, when you use like strength on the rocks and shit. So, and I plan on making this game free for the demo, so people can like just fucking play it and shit. Also, you can see that those guys fucking respawn and now they're like blocking my way, so I'd have to fight them. Jump over the lava. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of fucking dorky ass jokes on my name, by the way, so cringe warning, content warning. But so far, like, this is the most... Oh yeah, by the way, he replaces the stairs. You violently just throw him. Because sometimes, like in games like that, like, you just are so annoyed and you don't want to fight them, so you just, like, insta-kill them. Oh shit, let's get the fuck out of there. I don't want to fight 3 of them. So, I'll show you the rest of the mines and then we'll go back to sprite work. I don't have like a whole lot like completed. I just kind of made this area as like a proof of concept type deal. There's a lot of details that still need to be put into it, as well as like me programming the other enemies and putting their like drop tables and balancing them out. Because as I have it right now, I feel like there's a lot of things that need to be properly put in. I don't know how to say that without sounding like schizophrenic, but like, you know. So I just found a new item called Fairy Berries, and these are like MP healers. As you can see, there's like inconsistency right now. Sip, it says like heals 120 HP, but it's like written in gold. And then Fairy Berries is like, it's not like written in gold or anything, but like I need to go back and do all that shit. So obviously there's like levels of polish the game still needs to get to before I'm like feel okay with like running down. What did I use to create the music and sound effects? So all the music is like ripped from other Nintendo games. I did not make the music, this is all placeholder. But the sound effects, I either used BFXR or I just used Audacity and I made them myself. There is obviously a lot of sounds that I took from like old like Hanna-Barbera shit or like just like stock sounds. But I made most of the sounds from like the ground up, like the menu sounds, the sound effects to jumping. I would say the only ones I didn't make were like the punch sound effects and like the death sound effects. So like when the characters die, like that. That jingle I did make though, the winning jingle. That was like a test because I'm not super good at music, but yeah, I don't know. So this is basically it for the mines. I mean, there's not a whole lot programmed in so far, but I mean, this is what I have for now. And when you find these items, so like I said before, this is like the old version of the mines. So like he doesn't hold up any of the items when he gets them, and I plan on like putting them back in, or plan on putting it in where he like holds up the items after he finds them. Also, sometimes you'll find this shady character, and he'll sell you some shit. Typically he'll like sell you items like tied to the area, but yeah, I mean like he'll sell you like shady things like this, like cool sword. This is like a plastic like toy sword. Yeah. So we'll just use a sip bomb on this. We'll go through here. I don't really have a ladder climbing animation. I need to program that in. There's no enemies down here, unfortunately. But you can tell by the fucking spider webs and the eggs that there's gonna be fucking lots of spiders in here, so trigger warning and arachnophobia if you don't like 8-legged freaks. Yeah, so basically I'm just yeah, I've been working on this pretty diligently. I don't want to ever give dates on release because like I feel like every time I say like, oh yeah, I'll have it done by this date, it just never gets done. So I just don't want to do it because like drawing these sprites takes a long fucking time. So I just don't want to promise anything. I'm just gonna reload this save real quick. There was other enemies over here. I'm just gonna use admin hacks to go through the walls. It's a little baby spider that spawns in an egg. You have to kill the egg before it hatches. The only move it has is like pulsate, which heals it. And if you don't kill it before it hatches, so I'm just gonna show you for example what happens. It spawns into a fucking little baby spider that's super fast, has pretty low HP, but when there's a bunch of them, they're like super deadly. Oh man, he lived with one. There's a little back characters. Also, I forgot to mention, but every encounter has like, so there's 4 possible encounters that each encounter will pull from. And I don't think I can run from these guys because I think it's based on speed. And these guys are hella fast. But so you can get the single instance of the enemy. So like for example, there's one bat You can get 2 bats, you can get 3 bats, which is super rare, or you can get like the shiny rare bat, and that's 1 in 100 chance. It's like a 20% chance to get the 3 bats, and it's like a 50% chance to get like, you know, anything else. I don't know how math works, to be honest. I'm not very fucking smart. My lord. Anyway, so that's what I have for the game so far. There's a lot that has gone into making this shit, and let me see if I can fucking fix Melvin. I don't understand, like, I'm just gonna fucking vent for a minute, but like, so I'll select his character, right? His like hero character like this. And then if I test it on this screen, like if I go to battle test and I have Melvin on my team, I'll put him at level 3. I'll put no other characters. Alright, cool. I'll battle test. It will work. He'll be right there. And I don't get it. And I love the defend animation that we made today. That looks good as shit. Okay. Let's go back to sprite making. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, gotta turn the music back on. Okay, so now we're gonna do Melvin Hurt. Also, I gotta turn on my fucking air conditioner, bro. I got lights pointed at my ass and everything. And this shit is fucking hot. Thank you, everyone, for participating so far. It's been fucking awesome. Let's see, how long have I been fucking streaming for? Check my fucking phone real quick. Alright, I've been streaming for like an hour. I think I'm gonna stream for 1 more hour and then I'm gonna fucking take off. But I plan on doing this like more often, just so I can get my fucking ass in gear. And I could talk about fucking game dev shit forever, man. Alright. So let's delete this fool. And now I'm going to grab, so I'm gonna grab Melvin's default image here. So I want to delete his fucking arm. So for Blepp, I have him making this expressive face when he gets hit. And I kind of want to do that with Melvin, but like, he's a fucking nerd, so what is he going to do when he gets hurt? He's going to fucking have, I want him to have big eyes too. So here's what we're going to do. So we're just going to take that fucking thing. We're going to take a white cube and we're just going to fill in his whole fucking face. I will tell you, like, game development is fun and programming is like pretty much like 20% of the work. It's drawing everything that takes fucking forever. And that's what sucks. And it's not that I don't like drawing, it's just that it's just so fucking intensive. Don't mind me, I'm just color picking the color white. I want him to kind of like be bracing, like he's like grinding his teeth. How does that fucking look? I don't fucking know, dude. And you should have a big fucking teardrop because he's a big old baby. I'm gonna make it bluer than that. Should have tears in his fucking eyes every time he gets hurt. And gotta put his little eyebrows in. Take fucking color from his hair. Boom, boom, boom. Alright. Maybe change this. Put a little fucking cheek like that. There we go. That puffy ass fucking cheeks, bro. Maybe that's not the look. Maybe it's like this. Yeah, I like that better. He looks dumber. Boop, 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 boop. Shoutouts if you ever played fucking Paper Mario. This shit's fucking killer game. Man, I fucked this up. Lord help me, I've massacred this boy. It's 'cause this fucking eye needs to be rounder. Boop, boop, boop. Let me go back to Blepp. So his eye's coming off of his fucking head. That's what I want right here. These eyes look too contained. They need to be more fucking cartoony. There we go. He's like, no bitches. I ain't get no bitches. Crying ass noob. Put a little blue on her. Like that. Ooh, I kind of like that better. Oops, that's the wrong blue. I don't know if I should outline the fucking tear though. Okay, maybe I should. That does look pretty good. But I don't like that mouth. I think it needs to be different from Blepp's. He needs to have like a fucking crying. Like with one tooth. It's getting closer to what I like, yeah. Slightly wider in the mouth's bottom, I guess. It's just got too much fucking headspace right here. I don't like it. Dude, orchestral hits are the best fucking like sound effect ever made. I swear to fucking God, dude. If I could make a fucking entire soundtrack out of orchestral hits, like, that would be the Blepp Quest soundtrack. Just orchids. Shit is fucking crispy. This is the perfect fucking music for this goddamn thing. Kind of looks alright. Alright, now to fucking do the difficult part where I have to goddamn delete his whole fucking arm. God damn it, I hate this shit. No! Not like that. I like that. He's kind of cute. But this arm still is looking a little fucking way too out there, dog. I think I know what the issue is. This body's too fucking thick right here. His arm's looking a little broken. Smooth that bitch out a little bit. Let's see. I know what the issue is. I don't know if I just fucked his leg up or not. I think it's just because this one looks so fucking huge. I'm gonna just even it out. Bloom, bloom, bloom. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, man. Proportions, what are they? He just looks like his fucking head's too big. Like here, everything looks proportionate. Oh, I know what the issue is. Alright. Back to the drawing board with that one. I think I'm just gonna steal from this one here. I think it will be easier to erase. So we want his head. Let's make sure all this fucking blackness is covered in. Controversial. I'm gonna fucking make them all square right now. Cock is like right. His cock is right here. So we're gonna fill in the cock. Alright, here's his body. Let's color this bitch in. Bloop, bloop. No, we'll fucking shade it later. I don't give a fuck right now. I stopped giving a fuck. I just hate that, man. It doesn't look right. Something's fucked up about it. Maybe when I delete all this bullshit extra stuff, I'll be able to see it better. Little doe legs. Here's his fucking feetsies. Alright. You know what? Plan B. I'm gonna steal Blepp's legs. Just gonna color them. Oh, I get it now. I know what the fucking issue is. I gotta bring the head down like this. And then his arms will come out right here. That's why. Oops. What the fuck is that supposed to be? That's why we don't drive with a mouse. What's in his book? It's a math textbook. Or actually, it's a history textbook. Because he is, like, canonically, Melvin is a historian. And he is the one, like, so in the game, you have to, like, talk to this, like, ancient tree or whatever to learn the fucking, like, secrets of the land and learn where to go, basically. And complete the main quest, which is to find this gem and, like, you know, get all the pieces of it and restore humanity to the world so monsters stop fighting everyone. He is a historian and he studies dead languages, which is the main reason why he's fucking with you in the first place. Otherwise, like, Blepp would not fucking take him around. Because the thing is, Blepp's kind of a bastard. Not like a just hateable bastard, like an outright bastard, but I plan on making him kind of like in the same vein as like an anti-hero. I don't want to like go too hard in the paint on that, because I know sometimes it can just sound like tryhardy. Like, I don't want to fucking make a Shadow the Hedgehog type character. But I definitely want to make a character that's like, you know, like Wario, where there's still something lovable about them, but obviously they are selfish and they only want to do what it is that makes them excel. So I kind of want to make Blepp that kind of character. And as for Melvin, Melvin is just a fucking dork. He's a dork who pines after the innkeeper, Grease. Her full name is Griselda. And yeah, that's a little Blepp class lore for you. Hopefully I get this all translated properly. Some days, there'll be some days that I'll be drawing something and I just won't be happy with it. So I'll like go back and make it better just like instantly and be like, oh, okay, well, guess that was the issue, was I just needed to not fucking work on it that day. So I think I'm kind of getting to that point, because this is kind of fucking bothering me with how it looks. I mean, it's kind of alright. It's better as I put the paint, or I put the fucking color in, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't, you know, whatever. We can fucking steal Blepp's arms from this too. Making pixel art fucking shit sometimes is like really fucking difficult, because you only got so many pixels to work with, so you have to fucking cram as much detail as you can in these like little ass fucking images, and sometimes if you don't get it just right, it comes out looking like ass. But so far it kind of looks alright. Just have to cuff off his fucking hands here, because the thing is, so the reason why Melvin or Blepp looks the way he is because he got all of his clothes stolen at the beginning of the game. I will delve into story maybe on a different stream when I'm like working on it, but basically you start out in an airship, you're wearing fucking pirate-like clothes, and somehow you fall off the airship, and then when you fall off the airship you land on the beach, and these fucking ne'er-do-wells like steal your cool pirate outfit, so you're no longer a cool pirate. You're now naked, but you're also unconscious, so that's bad. And then when you wake up and you're like, where the fuck are my clothes? They're like, well, someone stole them. You don't get them back. Then you're forced to wear like the hotel like loner clothes. And that's why Blepp's clothes kind of look like shitty and generic, is because he was given like the lost and found like loner clothes. So I plan on making it like a recurring theme in the game where everybody fucking just like shit talks your fit. And he's like, whoa, you look like shit. See this Melvin is. So you can see his fucking collar. Shouldn't be able to see his collar in this, I don't think. Because his fucking neck's over it. crease in his fucking clothes. See, the thing is, I don't think I'm that crazy good of an artist, but pixel art is so, like, all you have to do is draw with, like, squares, and if you know how to do that, then you can, like, cheese your way onto being a good artist. Looks like fucking Cartman, bro. There's something about it that just feels off. I think it's the way I shaded this. This should be more open, I think. That's better, I think. His glasses. Forgot to put those in, god damn it. So I'll put them. Put him above his head like this. I don't know if I fucking shaded them. Oh, I did. Not. I just put this shit in there. You can tell I like the soundtrack. Ah! Boo! That's looking a little better, I think. Now I gotta put the little fucking... He's got a little tape. So of course he does, right? And now I gotta put his book. See, the thing I like about Blepp is he's a lot more simple to fucking draw than this asshole. This guy's so fucking annoying. He's got so many fucking minor details to him. And it's only gonna be even worse when I draw other characters. Because the thing is, like, as far as game development goes, Like, when you're drawing a fucking character, you're like, oh, this would be a cool little character, but then you have to draw that character, like, fucking 80 times for, like, all their stupid little animations, all their fucking everything. Like, their overworld sprite, their battle sprite. You just have to have fucking pictures for goddamn everything. And sometimes it's so fucking obnoxious. This is one of those things that they don't tell you about when you're making games until you get there and you're like, oh, great. Well, I guess I'm stuck making fucking characters for fucking 20 hours per character. There goes my life. And now we add the little pages. Kind of looks like a fucking circle, but I don't really care that much. Maybe I do a little bit. Maybe I care slightly. Let's get this fucking blue over here. Because this shit needs to be up higher. Like, it needs to be more defined as it's coming through, you know? Like that. It definitely will be worth the payoff. That's better. That looks like he's holding like the fucking thing. Alright. So now we delete this fucker. So for herd animation, it only shows for like a split second, so it doesn't need to be like super crazy. But oops. Let's just use white there. Maybe not put that shit there. What the fuck is this? How the hell did this fanbot get in here? That's awesome. I'm gonna add this to the moderator list. Remove. How do I ban people? Put user in timeout. What the fuck was that? That was so funny. How the fuck did that find my fucking account? That rules, bro. Ow, 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 ow. So the way that this fucking program handles is it animates it natively, so I don't have to fucking worry too much about animating. Alright. So we did blocking and we did hurt for today. That's pretty good. I'm satisfied with what was done today. Let's save this bitch up. Alright. I'm gonna test it out real quick. And then I think I'm gonna end the stream. Because I'm gonna go fucking get lunch. Plus this was kind of like a first try type stream. I don't know how long I was gonna make it. Alright. Let's see what we got here. There he is. There's his defend. Now attack Melvin. Oh my god. He didn't take any damage because he was defending. Obviously, his 6th sprite is still Blepp. Hopefully he doesn't kill this guy. Go Melvin. Alright. Yeah, so you get to see it for like a split second. But yeah, that's his hurt sprite. Cool. It works. Alright, well. Thank you everyone for joining the stream. Thank you for watching me fucking draw Melvin. Thank you for letting me be schizophrenic for a minute. I plan on doing more streams soon. The camera's right here. Plan on doing more streams.